Alright, you guys. So, I haven't done a video in probably like 3 or 4 weeks. And the reason is because I actually made a fucked up decision. Alright, so I started taking steroids because I am impatient and stupid. But anyways, so I had been reading about it for a long time, reading about basically testosterone, enenthate, incipionate, and then nandrolone, which they used to call decadurabolin, and just reading a lot and watching like more plates, more dates, and counting my macros and all that dumb shit. So basically, I was interested in it, and I used to lift quite a bit. I mean, I think my max bench ever was probably only like maybe 280 pounds. Max squat or a seated leg press maybe like 600 pounds, something like that. But so like 4 or 5 weeks ago, I ordered some testosterone and some nandrolone, and I started taking 175 milligrams of test twice a week of test and enenthate. It's not even a fucking cop. Yeah, 175 milligrams twice a week of testing, right? And I'm not going to recommend this for anybody because I think it's dangerous. And I think that it could negatively impact people's lives. I'll tell you how it's impacted my life. Before I started this shit, I was impulsive and angry. I'm an angry person anyways. But since I have started, or not since I started, probably about like the third week, which we're only on like week 6, I think. I think we're only on like week 6. But my emotions have been off the fucking chain. And what few friends that I did have left when I started, after like 3 weeks, and I was like moving stuff and doing all sorts of shit, and it's fucking, I wound up talking to them, asking them like, hey, can you fucking help me with this or that or whatever else. And these are people that I've helped before. Like, these are people that fucking, they have 100% been, I've worked on their fucking cars and their houses and everything else. And they're just like, oh man, I'm fucking busy and this, that, and the other. Just making excuses for everything. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that fucking bullshit. We're not friends anymore. Like, I'm not your fucking friend. And that's it. It's just fucking done. So I just tell them, like, I'm fucking done with this shit, and fuck it. So get rid of them all. Got rid of fucking everybody. Just got rid of all of my so-called friends. These are like motherfuckers that are useless now. So that was side effect number 1. Side effect number 2 was the fucking libido was just crazy. Like, it was bad to begin with. It was like bad enough to motivate me to want to fucking do shit, like go out and meet girls in public and actually talk to them and try to get their phone numbers and everything else. It was bad enough for that to begin with. And now it is way fucking worse. Like, way fucking worse. Basically to where I now have like psychic fucking sixth sense of like when fucking pussy's around. I'm like, oh, there's some fucking pussy around here somewhere. But so it's No friends anymore, which I didn't really have before. The fucking vagina always on my mind. Oh yeah, my food bill is now like $200 a week. I'm spending probably $1,000 on food a month. So there's that. But and this is what happens, okay? So let's say you're fucking stupid as fuck, and you're like me, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna fucking do this shit. I'm gonna go ahead and rush the cycle of test. So you run the cycle of test. You make it to 6 weeks or 8 weeks or whatever the fuck else you make it. You run the 6 or 8 weeks or whatever the fuck else you make it. And then you're eating all the fucking food in the goddamn house and you're fucking know where the vagina is. Then you talk to him and you get the fucking numbers and shit. And this is what happens. This just happened with this one chick. I hit her up. We make a date to fucking see each other, right? It was a Saturday. So it's like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we're fucking chopping it up on the phone. Chop, chop, chop. Cannot fucking stop talking, right? I think Thursday, we get to talking, and it gets like about nighttime. She's like, hey, what are you doing? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, I'm at the gym. And she's like, I was like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm just laying here in bed. I was like, damn, I wish I was there to snuggle your ass, because I sure could use some snuggles, right? And she's like, well, you could if you weren't so far away. I'm literally like, bitch, don't even. It's nothing but a drive. So I fucking drive my ass. She goes, oh, yeah, she's like, okay, it's fine, whatever. I fucking drive my ass all the way out there. We sat on the couch for like 5 minutes watching a movie. All over each other. She's fucking hot and heavy. We're making out and everything else. Fucking... We get in the bedroom. Let me explain how this happened. I want to run it down for you guys so you can really. So like, come in. Let me reverse. We see each other because she's in an apartment building. I fucking look through the door, the glass door, and because I could tell she was using a filter in some of her pictures, I look through the door. She's hot. I'm like, fuck yes. Her fucking face is nice. Body's nice. She brings me inside. I walk past her into the fucking living room, and I sit down on the couch, and she sits down on the couch too. And, we're chopping it up, making small talk, and I just kind of like, I'm like, all right, it was getting awkward. It was like awkward to start, and then I just was like, I'm like, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let all the awkwardness go, and I just kind of reach over and took her hand, and I just started talking for I talked for probably like 3 or 4 minutes, just me, just fucking going, right? Which obviously you guys know isn't that difficult for me, but, and I just watched her relax. I watched her kind of calm down. She's calming down, and I look at her and I said, look, I know this is probably, this is going to seem stupid, but you're fucking gorgeous. Your face is beautiful, and I love your fucking hair. And I just started running my fucking hands through her hair. Before I know it, I'm sitting on the couch and she's on me with her knees up against the edge of the couch, and we're just making out. And at this point, I'm like, hey, I brought some oil. Let me give you a back rub. Boom. In there like fucking swimwear, dude. And I'm talking about, and here's the weird part, right? So let me tell you about this. So, we're in the bedroom. It's fucking, I'm nervous. I haven't had sex in a minute. So, we're working into it. I'm like, hey, she gets me hard. She's slobbing on this deal. And I'm like, hey, I gotta get a condom, right? So I fucking put the condom on. And just from the nervousness and everything, I fucking lost like half my chub putting the fucking condom on, right? And I get back, and she noticed, and she's like, oh, it's okay. Fucking amazing. I'm like, this bitch is badass. She fucking works it back up, bada bada boom. It was back in like 30 seconds. I fucking get in. Dude, as soon as I get in, I'm like, this fucking bitch is tight, right? It was a fight. It was a fight to get in this motherfucker, right? This is no bullshit. This is fucking, on everything I fucking love, it was hard to get in. So, boom. I'm in there. I'm fucking working it out, right? I'm working it out. Reach down, start fucking hitting that bean, you know what I mean? And it was probably only, I want to say, maybe like 12 minutes. Maybe 12 minutes, maybe 15 minutes. But she starts just making all the right noises, and I can like feel what's going on and everything. Boom, she fucking hits it, right? She comes hard as fuck, right? And and here's the thing, I'm gonna keep it 100%. So I have fucking straight up difficulty finishing. Like, it's not the sorry, somebody just texted me. It's not the stiffness, right? It's the act of the end, And so she got like one more for a total of like probably 20 minutes. And then I kind of just like, grabbed her and kind of held her. And then I fucking worked my way up out of that bitch and went to the bathroom, took a shower. I come back in. Oh, she took a shower with me too. Come back in, lay down in bed, and I just like ran my hands all up and down her body until we fell asleep. Now, that is to say, this is the first time I met this chick, right? So 2 other times I meet her. It's a total of 3 times. 2 other times I meet her. The next time I meet her, kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? A little weird. She's stressed out. Something ain't right. She's not feeling good. Whatever it may be, something's off. I'm like, yeah, something's off, isn't it? She's like, yeah, I don't feel good. My stomach hurts and everything else. I'm like, bet. But if you want to just watch a movie and go to sleep, so, boom. Watch a movie, go to sleep, snuggle together. That was it. The next time I fucking go there, and I'm taking her out to eat that night. Whatever happened, I get there, and we're fooling around within like 10 minutes, right? 69 and on the bed for like a half an hour. And I tell her, I'm like, I gotta get inside you, right? She's like, oh, my mom's coming over here. My mom's coming over here to give me something. Whatever the fuck. I think it was like Views Pods or something. But so I'm like, fuck, And I really don't, like, the first time her mom meets me, I don't want to be buck ass naked in here, you know what I'm saying, with her daughter. But so I'm like, damn, so gag her a little bit and fucking get off, right? We get, her mom comes, her mom leaves. I never met the mother, by the way. Then we go out to eat. So I had 2 places in mind. Went to the first place. They are like, do you have a reservation? I'm like, this is a fucking bar and grill. What do you mean reservation? This ain't the fucking Hilton, The guy's all fucking whatever. I'm like, man, fuck this motherfucker. So, and you got to remember, all of this occurred under a certain mindset. Like, my mind is not fucking right now. All of this occurred and is still occurring, right? Under this mindset. So we don't have a reservation. We go to this other place. We're talking, right? Kicking it. Blah, blah, blah. All this shit. I'm getting to know her. And man, the crazy thing about it is, this chick this chick is fucking cool. You know what I mean? Like, I was watching her favorite anime. She showed me her favorite anime movie, and she was just talking about it. And the way she was describing it, like, this bitch has a brain, you know? Which, men like you and I and whoever's watching this, I'm sure, you know, if you are the owner of a penis, you already know. Most of these fucking bitches out here are surfactant. They are fucking vapid. But this bitch had a brain. She had feelings. She is real, you know? And I'm like in amazement, you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck, you're real, you know? I hope one day I would meet a real one. Like the rest of these bitches out here are some cardboard cutouts, whatever. So we're talking anyways, and she's like, well, I've got to ask you the question. And I'm like, what's the question? She's like, what's your stance on abortion? Right? And I'm sure this is going to piss people off no matter what, but then here's my stance on abortion. And it's really not even a stance on abortion. It is a stance on personal freedom. As a human being, as an animal, right? Natural law. I have the right to control what goes on with, in, out of my fucking body, right? If I want to fucking blow my brains all over the side of my fucking car, that's my fucking business. If I don't want to have a child, if I could have a child, which I can't because I'm not mentally ill, that is also my fucking business, right? So, abortion is about personal freedom. Now, with that being said, and I believe in a fundamental right, a human right, a natural right to self-determination. With that being said, abortion is the killing of another human being. Point blank, period. That's it. There's no other way, you know, there's no other way to fantasize, disguise, you know, there is no other way to fuck with it. That's what it is. People who say that it's not are being disingenuous. And this chick actually said, well, you know, it's not murder if the girl doesn't want it. I said, no, it still is. It's still killing a human, you know, it's still killing a child. That, you know, what you think about it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, I can agree in your right to abortion, your fundamental right to abortion, but you have to agree with me that it is, in fact, the killing of another human being, no matter how small or big, you know what I mean? I can't just go out here killing adults, you know what I mean? They don't let us do that. They'll be like, oh, there's a human being. Well, you know, it doesn't matter if I wait 9 months or if it was 9 months earlier, it's still fucking, you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? Like, all these arguments about inside the body and outside the body and everything else, like, yeah, I understand that. In or out, it's still a person. So anyway, now that I fucking pissed a bunch of you guys off, and she's like, that's cool, I'll take it. She's like, I broke up with a guy once because he was pro-life, and I'm like, it's understandable, I guess. I think it's stupid. You should probably try to win him over to your perspective, but giving up is an option too, I guess. And yeah, so I take her home. And I don't remember what happened when we went home to her house. I don't remember what happened when we went to her house. But here's the deal, right? That was the last time I saw her. That was like a fucking week ago. And I'll tell you what really fucking upset me and like what the deal is. The night that we didn't have a reservation, when I sat down, I made a reservation at Charlie Guido's, right? It's a fucking exclusive ass Italian restaurant, exclusive Italian restaurant. It's like some of the best Italian in St. Louis. Made the reservation that night. She was like, hey, can we kick it Tuesday, right? Bet. Not a problem. I would love to come kick it with you. And I've been courteous. Dude, the first time I met her, she ran out of Views Pods, and she was like, fuck, I'm out of Views Pods. And I was like, are you fucking broke? And she goes, yeah. And I was like, here's $20. Go get you some Views Pods. Like, I'm addicted to nicotine too. So, whatever. It's $20. I make that in a half an hour. I'm not fucking worried about it. So, a hat the next time I saw her, because I was at fucking S2, and it was fucking cold as fuck, and I was like, I wish I had a hat. And then I remember, I don't think she ever had a hat. So I got her a hat. Like a beanie. So, just talking to her and everything else. I've treated her well. You know what I'm saying? Open the door and shit. And then here's the thing. Tuesday. She says, come over Tuesday, spend the night. Bet. I leave work at 5 o'clock. At 4:32 on Tuesday, she messages me on Snapchat, which that's a whole nother thing. She messages me on Snapchat and says, I think the message is gone. Basically it went like this. Hey, life's been hella hectic and I'm tired. Can I get a rain check for today and we could hang out Thursday after 8? All right. I message her back. I'm like, sure, if that's what you need, not a problem. She never even looked at the fucking message. It was 11 o'clock at night before she checked that message, because it gives you the red receipts of like, so I'm at the gym 7, 8, 9 o'clock, and I'm like, damn, this bitch canceled plans with me knowing I could have already left work, may leave work, whatever. Didn't even check to see if I fucking, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, I'm like, all right, that rubs me the wrong way, but whatever. She already suggested an alternative time, whatever. And we've been texting pretty frequently throughout this whole ordeal. She then just goes fucking silent, right? For 2 days. So, Wednesday, right? And then Thursday. So, I don't say shit. I think I texted her one time like, hey, are you good? That was Wednesday. I think that was Wednesday evening. I was like, hey, are you straight? Today, because she has suggested hanging out at 8 o'clock when I left work at like 5:30 and hadn't heard from her, I texted her and I said, hey, did you still want to hang out tonight, or are you in the process of ghosting me right now? Like, kind of worried about you. Boom. That was like 5:30. 2 hours later, right? And this is 2023. Everybody's got a fucking phone in their hand. Everybody's got a fucking phone in their hand. So don't tell me you didn't fucking see that shit. Yeah. Excuse me. She goes, oh, so, whatever she said. I can't fucking pull it up. It'll stop the recording. But she goes, oh, my bad. Didn't mean to ghost you. Just shit's been really busy. I believe she started a new job. That's what she said. And I'm like, well, you're getting choked for not messaging me from 2 days. Are you okay? Do you need anything? She's like, just time and some new clothes. And that's at the point where I'm like, you know what? I said, you know what, Serena? I miss your beautiful face, but I'm going to go ahead and give you some space right now for you to work out whatever the fuck it is that you got going on. If you're trying to build something, hit me up. If not, lose my number. Because, yeah, that's just... I should also mention that this chick is 23 years old. I don't know. Yeah. There was this other girl. There was this other chick, and she was pretty bad. I used to know her from work. Some straight up double E's. I hit her up and I'm like, hey, what's good? How you doing? Like, you fucking available right now? You want to kick it sometime? She's like, oh, I'm headed to Alabama, da-da-da. And then, like, put me on Snap Story with, like, she snapped some dude, like, 3 times in the Jack in the Box drive-thru. Like, just her and some fucking Hoosier-ass looking dude in the Jack in the Box drive-thru. So... either that's like down low, like, hey, I'm with my man right now, you need to fucking back up, or it's just fucking, I don't know, rub it in my face, whatever it may be. I don't know. I'm fucking lost out here. If I had any clue where I am, I'd know where I was going, but I don't. I'm just going to work and to the gym and back home every day. But I gotta be getting fucking bigger, dude. Love you guys.